Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I have an update on my Panda Face Palette project. And you guys, this is getting to a point in which I'm getting excited, but at the same time, a little bit frustrated. But I've made so much progress on these palettes, you guys, that I just wanted to show them to you because I did something. I told you on my last update that I wanted to maybe depot the NARS blush in luster on my Natasha Denona bronze palette, and I did so. And then I also did another thing, so I will talk to you guys while I show you the palette and while I show you the progress. If you want to see the 3 palettes that I have on my Panda Face Palette project and how they're looking, then just keep on watching. Okay, so let's just talk about the main face palette for this project. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Mini, and I'm just tired of this palette, you guys. I'm using this blush, a little bit of this blush today on my face, and it's so pretty. I used it this weekend 2 more times, so I've been using it a ton, and I mix it with other blushes, but it takes forever to finish a blush because no matter how much I use it, even though it looks a little bit more abused, it still shows no sign of the grid. So I'm still a little bit of a long way to go, but I'm not disheartened enough. I feel like I can finish this by the end of the year for sure. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna go to Disney with my baby next month in November. So maybe I will take this as my only blush, and that way that's a 12-day trip or a 15-day trip. So what I'm gonna do is, if I take this will be the only blush that I carry with me. I will see. I'm hoping that I can finish this before that. I will see if I can use this every single day before my trip to see if I can just make myself not take this, because it's not my favorite shade of blush, even though I love it and even though it's perfect for the season. You can see here that it's a rosy tone. It's perfect for every day as well. You can see it right here, but it's just something that since I've been using the most this year, I don't want to take with me. So I'm still hustling to finish this, but I know that it has a lot of uses left. Then this palette is the Makeup Geek palette, and what I wanted to do was use more these 2 shades from MAC, and then depot luster. I was thinking about depotting it, and I will show it to you because I already depotted it. And then I grabbed half of the blush from Too Faced and mixed it with another shade from the Natasha Denona palette. So this palette is gonna be removed from the project now, and I'm gonna show you how the Natasha Denona palette is looking. What I wanted to do was make sure to have more products on this palette. On my last update, I showed you guys that the glow cream base was empty and that I had a lot of progress in the blush and bronze powder, but that I still had a long way to go. And then the super glow, I said that it was too yellow and that it was taking me forever to finish. So I decided to repress, even though it had a pan, the super glow, I decided to repress it with half of the blush that you see here, and it's a similar shade now to luster, not exactly the same shade, but it's a similar shade, and I haven't used that since I repressed it more than 4 or 5 times, but I know that now it's more of a wearable shade after I finish the other 2 that I have my mind on. So when I first repressed the luster shade, it was covering the entire pan, and now I've heat pan again on it, and I know that I can finish this, but I've been focusing on this blush so much that I haven't been able to. Maybe this will be the palette that I take with me on my trip because it has more shades, depending on if I keep working on the bronzer, and if I finish it before the trip, this would have everything: bronzer, highlighter, and 2 blushes. This is the way that the super glow is looking now. Of course, it's more super glow than blush, but it still has pigment, enough pigment in it to be more of a blush or a blush topper. I'm gonna swatch it so you guys can see it. So now that's a shade that I would use way more on my cheeks, and I'm gonna swatch luster so you guys can see them right next to each other. Luster is more subdued and it has more of a depth to it, and it's not quite as shimmery, but they're similar in tone enough that I know that I can mix them together or reach for them when I need a glowy blush or on an everyday basis. This is the type of color of blush that I can use. So now I know that I will be able to finish this one eventually. Then I've used the highlighter way more, you guys. So I don't know if you can see the wear and tear on the highlighter, but I know that I've used it so much. The blush and bronze powder, this one, you guys, actually I repressed it and it would cover the entire thing, and I've used it lately so much as the standalone bronzer that you can see that I'm almost halfway of what was left gone, which was my goal for this update. And I'm thinking that maybe by the next update the bronzer and the blush will be gone. I'm hoping for that because I've been working on them so hard. So this is my update for today. I know that I haven't finished any new shades, but I've made so much progress on luster, on the bronze and blush from the Natasha Denona palette, and I've also made progress on the blush. So I'm on my way. I'm thinking that when the year is over, I will have only these two pans left on this one, and then I will have the Hourglass palette done, luster and the blush and bronze powder gone as well. This palette I will remove. It still has half of this blush. Maybe this will be a goal for next year. Maybe I can even repress it on this one and make this my main palette. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do for next year on my Panda Face palette project, since I want to rotate my palettes more. But I want to make sure that at least I finish this palette and these two pans on this one, so that I have less to work on when it comes to this face palette. You, of course, saw close-ups of the palette and you saw how they are looking. I'm so excited to be doing this project this year, but also I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed with just using one product or two products for the entirety of the year. So maybe next year I will do the Panda Face palette project seasonally, maybe, and if I get excited with a face palette, maybe I can keep working on it and make it my main palette. But I think that seasonally would work better for me. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. If you guys love this project pan, let me know below so that I know to bring it back next year, because I've been doing it for the past 4 years, I think. And I finished a decent amount of face palettes from my collection. So that's it for this video, you guys. If you like this look, you could probably already watch it on my channel. This was a look with my I Need a Nude palette from Natasha Denona. And I did a complete week, 5-day week, creating looks with different Natasha Denona palettes, and I will leave that also linked below. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, share my videos, leave a comment in the comment section below. I always leave a pinned comment so we can start to chat about makeup, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.